Hello. I feel like RuPaul. First of all, I got new glasses. I'm going to do a reading vlog. I don't know how many days this is going to be over. Yeah, I don't know how long it's going to last, but we're going to go for it. It's Sunday the 8th of May right now. And my current read is The Hate You Give. I didn't read anything in the first week of May. But that's okay because I can still pull it back. May can still be a great reading month. So I'm starting with The Hate You Give. This is a book, it's a YA book based on or inspired by the Black Lives Matter movement. It's about this young girl called Star who is black and lives in like this black neighbourhood, but she goes to like this posh, predominantly white school. And this is not a spoiler because it happens in the first chapter, but if you literally don't want to know anything going into this book, skip forward maybe 10-15 seconds. But in the first chapter, her friend Khalil gets shot by a white police officer, and yeah, it's basically about police brutality, racism, all of that. And I'm currently 95 pages in and I'm actually really enjoying it so far. I feel like there's a lot more social issues in it than just racism, and yeah, I'm enjoying it so far and I can't wait to carry on. It is 438 pages, so it's over 400 pages, but I feel like because it's YA, the writing is quite easy to read, and I feel like it's quite quick to read, so. Okay, it's the next day. It's Monday the 9th of May. Today was my dad's birthday, so I went out for lunch. And then last night, basically, I stayed up late to finish one of my uni assignments, and then I woke up this morning to check it, and it was gone. Microsoft Word crashed and deleted it, so I cried. I had a bit of a mental breakdown, but I spent the rest of the day like redoing it. I redid the whole assignment and I got it finished. I did some sprints with on her Patreon, and I got like my whole assignment done on those sprints, so I'm just so glad that I've done it, and I've saved it in multiple locations so it can't get lost. But yeah, so tonight I think I'm going to carry on reading The Hate You Give. I did manage to read one chapter earlier, and that chapter was like 30 pages. But I do want to read a lot more of it tonight. I'm actually really enjoying it. It's really easy to read, so I'm hoping to get quite a lot read tonight. I'm going to have like a relaxing evening, a really cozy evening, because I feel like I deserve it. Good morning, everyone. It's currently Wednesday morning. Apologies that the vlog's not had that many updates. I've just been revising, doing assignments and stuff, so uni is kind of taking over my life a little bit, but I have an update. Last night I finished The Hate You Give. I literally binge read like the second half of this last night. It was really, really fast to read. I was reading like 70 pages in like 45 minutes. And it was really, really good. The story was sad and heartbreaking, but it's like, it is the reality and it needs to be spoke about more. I love that this is a YA book because I feel like it's really accessible to teenagers, and teenagers need to be educated about this, especially like white teenagers, white kids, white people. If you don't know, I don't know if I spoke about it, but I'll just speak about it a bit more. This follows Star, who is black and grows up in a predominantly black neighbourhood. I think I've spoke about this, but now that I've read it, I'll give a bit more detail. She sees her best friend get shot by the police, by a white police officer, for literally no reason whatsoever other than racism. And it's basically about navigating being a black person in America and the realities of police brutality and racism, and it's really, really good. The end is sad and heartbreaking, but it's uplifting and empowering, and I think Angie Thomas did a really good job with this book. I think it was great, and I think everyone should read it. So following that, I think the next book that I'm going to read is Concrete Rose, which is the prequel to that, and it is basically set 17 years earlier, and it follows Star's dad called Maverick, and he is basically this like drug lord, like gang member, and it's basically following him in this gang life, and I'm really excited to read it. This one's a lot shorter than The Hate You Give. I think it's just over 300 pages. Yeah, it's 323 pages, so I should actually be able to read this one faster than The Hate You Give. I think that's what I'm going to focus on today. I just really want to continue on in this world because I really enjoyed The Hate You Give. I have a book buying addiction, and that's okay. I just had to quickly pop to the shop because we needed milk, and obviously you can't go to a supermarket without looking at the book section. So I obviously walked out with a book. It's a hardcover. I got The No-Show by Beth O'Leary. I own The Flatshare and also The Switch by Beth O'Leary, and I do want to get her other book, The Road Trip. I haven't read any of them yet, but I want to own them all. But yeah, this is The No-Show. It's a hardback and it was £9 in Asda. What I know about this is that it's about this guy who's dating 3 girls at the same time, but none of them know about each other, and they all get stood up on the same day, and they're obviously all trying to figure out why they got stood up. I obviously heard about this from I've seen it in Waterstones and stuff, but the vlog that made me want to get it is Kira Foster. Her favourite romance author is Beth O'Leary, and she raves about all of her books. And I watched her vlog where she read this, and she didn't think she was going to love it at the start, but then at the end she ended up loving it. So I'm really excited to see what I think about this, and I want to read all of her books. I don't know why I haven't picked them up yet, but yeah. Also, I'm just going to quickly put my hair up because it's really annoying me. Okay, so reading update. This morning I read 99 pages of Concrete Rose, which is chapter 9. I'm really enjoying this. So I mentioned before, it's the prequel to The Hate You Give, and it's about Maverick, who's Star's dad, but it was about when he was younger, and basically it follows him in his gang member era, and he has just been found out that he's the father of this baby from someone he had a one-night stand with, and the mom has basically dumped this baby on him and then left, and he's 17 and he's in school, and he's had to get a job to support the baby, and yeah, that's basically as far as we've got. Also, I think he's trying to get out of he doesn't want to get out of the gang scene, but his friend King is basically causing trouble in this gang, and they basically said that no one can get out of this gang without either dying or going to prison for a very long time. So I'm interested to see. Obviously I know what happens because I read The Hate You Give, but it wasn't in that much detail about why things happened to him when he was younger. So I'm very excited to find out why he. I don't want to spoil. I don't want to spoil anything, so I'm just I'm trying to be around the spoiler. I feel like I've been sat in this exact same spot for the whole of this video, but I've been at my desk a lot because I'm doing uni work, so forgive me. But I have a couple of updates. First of all, yesterday was the release date of Book Lovers by Emily Henry, and I got my copy because I pre-ordered it, and I'm so excited to read this. I want to read this really soon. People say that it's really funny, really witty, but really like self-aware. I'm really excited for this. I've got really high expectations, but that could be a bad thing because it could disappoint me. But yeah, just wanted to show that book mail. And then this morning I finished Concrete Rose by Angie Thomas. I really enjoyed this book. I think I actually prefer this one to The Hate You Give. I just really enjoyed it. It was so easy to read, and with that, like the slang that they used, it was like you were there with them. It was kind of like the main character Maverick, it was kind of like he was speaking to you, and I really enjoyed it. It was definitely a 5-star read. I just loved it so much. So yeah, now I've finished that duology. I've finished that world. So I don't know whether to carry on this vlog or to finish it here. I might carry it on till today's Friday, so I could carry it on till Sunday. Yeah, we'll do that. We'll carry it on till Sunday. I think what I'm gonna read next is The Third Wife by Lisa Jewell. This is a thriller. I've read 2 other of Lisa Jewell's books. I've read The Family Upstairs and Invisible Girl. I loved The Family Upstairs, and then Invisible Girl I just found like it was okay. But yeah, this is The Third Wife. It says, London, 3 a.m, a tragic accident, then your life begins to fall apart. You think you have the perfect life, you're successful, attractive, well liked, and you've just got married for the 3rd time. But that's okay because everyone's happy, including your new wife. But she has a secret, and secrets have consequences, some of which can be devastating. It sounds pretty good. I haven't read any reviews for this book yet, so I'm not sure what the general consensus is. I don't know what the average rating is. So I'm just going into this completely blind with no other people's like reviews in the back of my mind. So yeah, this is quite a long thriller. It's just over 400 pages. But I feel like because it's a thriller, it will be quite fast to read. Also, the writing is quite big on the page. Oh, I don't know if you can see. But yeah, it's pretty big writing. So I feel like I'll get through this relatively fast. I'm in the exact same position again, but I have my fairyloot adult book only box for May. I don't know what the book is again. I feel like I just did one of these. I just opened one of these, but my April one came pretty late, and then this May one came quite early. So the theme is Into the Shadows. I'm not reading what it is. I feel like actually I do know what the book is. I hope it is this book. Dun, dun, dun. Yes, it is. Okay. That's stunning. The book is Book of Night by Holly Black, and it is this black and gold edition with black sprayed edges. Oh my god. I hate that it's not like indented. I wish it was indented. This is just like printed on, which is kind of disappointing, but it's still stunning. Oh, and there's a quote on the back. Stunning. I've just got back from the cinema. I went to see the new Doctor Strange film. Thoughts? It was good. It was a good film. I liked America, the girl. It's not my favourite Marvel film that I've ever watched, I won't lie, but it was still good. It just isn't my favourite. I feel like you definitely need to have watched all the others though to kind of make sense of what's happening. So I wouldn't recommend it to someone who doesn't watch Marvel films. be that light. That is so annoying, I know, but I really can't be bothered to go and turn it off. So I'm here with my final update for this video. So I've just finished The Third Wife by Lisa Jewell, and this book is definitely more of a slow burn mystery than a thriller. There's nothing, it's not like psychological, like there's nothing scary or thrilling about it. It's basically just trying to figure out the cause or what led up to Adrian's wife's death, and I didn't see the end, not the end, but who the perpetrator of this thing, I didn't see who that was coming, like I didn't guess it, so that was good. I did really enjoy the story. I read it really fast. I did find that it left me wanting to read on to find out what happened, even though it wasn't like a thriller, like it wasn't thrilling, but I did definitely want to read on. I enjoyed this more than Invisible Girl. I didn't love Invisible Girl. I did do a video on that before and I just wasn't that much of a fan, but this was definitely a lot better. I think I'm gonna give it 4 stars. There were like sometimes, like there were words being used that were just long and complicated for no reason. Like it felt like, you know, when you have to write something for school and you like use on Microsoft Word, you use like the thesaurus feature to find a synonym for a word that makes you sound smarter. Like I felt like some words were in there for like just no reason whatsoever, and it just made the reading experience a bit annoying. So for that I can't give it 5 stars, because it did annoy me a bit. Like some of the words that were being used were just, there was no need to use them. So I'm giving this 4 stars. So that is the end of this video. I'm just gonna go get the other books that I read this week. So all of these books have bright block coloured spines. I didn't plan that, but these are the 3 books that I read this week. I'm actually quite proud of that, considering I didn't read anything at all last week. This is pretty good. I think this adds up to about 1,000 pages, because these are both 400 and this is 300, so yeah, it rounds up to over 1,000 pages. So I'm very, very proud of this week. Yeah, thank you so much for watching. If you got this far in the video, thank you so much. But yeah, I'll see you in the next video. Bye.